And hello, I'm Artist Dave. It's been a while since I've recorded anything. I have a lot going on here at home. My brother, who I don't really know, like I have an oldest brother, but he's not like a brother to me. Because ever since I've been alive, all he's done is been a negative influence. And so, but he is trying to take over. I feel like he's trying to take over this house that he is living in. He manipulated, or he manipulates a lot. And so during COVID time, I had a lot of free time. Everyone had a lot of free time. Absolutely everybody. And during COVID, instead of being bored, me and my friend, my buddy Joe, decided to hey, let's clean out this shed that hasn't been cleaned out in 30 plus years, maybe 40 years. It was full of stuff. And now that it's cleared out and everything, I have a nice little, almost like a green screen room, but I don't want to use it because it's wet outside today. But it's a green screen room. I had a couple chairs out there, tables, my smoking supplies, even have my sister's stuff. It's just storage for me and my sister. And now all of a sudden, we need you to keep that shed unlocked so I could store some stuff. Huh? What do you mean you need that space? The space that I cleared out. We have 2 sheds on the property. And I cleaned out one of them for, me and my sister. So I got, it's me and my sister's shed. We take care of the house, the yard, pretty much anything else, while he does nothing. He does absolutely nothing. During the winter times when we need to shovel the driveway, he doesn't help at all. Not one bit. He doesn't help shovel. He doesn't salt the driveway. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't rake the leaves. He doesn't keep the yard clear. He doesn't clean it up. He doesn't take out the trash. He doesn't do the dishes. He doesn't buy food for the house. But yet, he feels entitled to take everything. And I just don't get it. During COVID, I had a bunch of money, I got a dumpster. My basement was full of my dad's stuff, old stuff that you can't really use anymore. It needs to be thrown away. So I got a dumpster. I cleaned out half the basement. My own money. Cleaned it out. My own work. 2 hands. I did it all. Lo and behold, it is full of stuff again because of my brother. I used to have a studio below me, the floor, but the next, I had my little studio, had my TV, had a music studio set up and ready to go. That's gone because of him. So now I'm up here in my room trying to do this. A lot of stuff has been going on. I mentally, I'm tapped out. It's ridiculous. So I have a stranger trying to dictate. A stranger moocher trying to dictate where and what goes on in this house. I don't understand how that makes sense. How is a person who feels entitled, who doesn't help out the house, doesn't help out anyone in his family, is able to get away with just doing all this stuff. And I think it's because no one has ever said no to him in his life. I have finally had enough where I have like, no, you are not going to do anything with this shed. Like, he's taken over the studio, he's taken over the basement, he took over the back area and claimed it as his own. So I'm thinking, like, why can't I just do the same thing? I'm going to claim it as my own. I'm going to claim this shed as my own. But I've found so much resistance. I've met so much resistance where, like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I cleaned out the shed, and now he's trying to take it over by putting stuff in there for storage. There is no room for his stuff. I have my bike. My sister has, like, the lawnmower, the snow blower machine, all the tools for the yard. I have my tools for the yard, all my tools. I have a couple ACs that are out there for the inside the house that are storage out there. There's a generator out there. There's no room for any boxes or, like, there's enough room for me to walk in, sit down. It's nice, you know? So why would I let him go in there and start putting stuff in there? So, I've just been battling that. My mom sides with him. I just don't get it. It's like you're helping someone. Yeah, I get it, he's your son, but he's also ruining this family. So how can you sit by and just watch it happen? That's what I don't get. So that's why I haven't been recording. Because every time I go to record, I end up getting into an argument with someone about this. And it just makes me sad, and I don't want to do it. So I haven't done it. But I need to do it because I guess I need to talk. I need to get it out. It's been aggravating. For 35 years, since I was born. Ever since I can remember. It's all but the negative emotions towards him. So I declared that he's not my brother. Yeah, a brother is blood relations and stuff, but it's also a relationship of, like, communication and stuff. Like, we need to be able to talk. We need to be able to do things. I have two brothers. When I was younger, they bullied me a lot. Yeah, Mike, you did. It's my other brother. But as we got older, one of them, Mike, realized that it was not cool, and he apologized, and I accepted that. While the other one continued to do well, he didn't really do anything. He stopped talking to the family. He doesn't talk to anyone. He doesn't talk to anyone. He ignores everybody. He's disrespectful to my mom, who's the one who's helping. She's the only one helping him, but yet he is super disrespectful to her. And it just doesn't make any sense to me, because me being respectful to my elders and knowing how to show respect and be nice. It's hard to see someone who you've had a great relationship with, right? And get torn away because of what another person is telling that person. So, like, my brother, since he doesn't talk to anyone, he comes up with stuff in his own heads and then relays it to my mom, and then my mom believes it. So, like, my brother thinks I am on some type of hard drug. I don't know what drug it is that he thinks I'm on, because he doesn't talk to anyone. He thinks I'm on a hard drug. Like, I don't know. The only thing I can guess is I have no idea. I don't know what he thinks I'm on. I haven't even smoked today. I smoke weed, and that's all I smoke. That's the only thing I've ever tried. One of my friends gave me a laced blunt one time back in the day. Didn't know. I didn't like that feeling. So I'm like, oh, that's why I was feeling like. He told me like after, like that's why I was feeling like that. Never again. I'm never touching that stuff ever. It was coke. It was laced with coke. It wasn't good. I didn't like it. It's stuff. This stuff is gross. So like weed is the only thing that I've smoked. It's the only thing I do. But he thinks I'm on some type of hard drug, like coke or meth or something. Like he says that he's had friends die from that. And I'm like, they've died from weed? What? How? They were probably selling it and probably in a gang. That's the only way. And gang retaliation and gang for back in the day for weed and stuff, how illegal it was. That's the only way I could make sense of it. But obviously he thinks I'm on some type of drug. And so he's trying to get my mom to side with him in a disrespectful way. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's depressing. It is depressing. But I am trying to hold myself. Trying. I need to start getting these emotions out. And I think the best way is by talking. It's by talking. Or letting the emotions out at least. Taking a picture of myself. See? Oh, no, it's gone. Anyways, that was a 12-minute rant of what's been going on in my life. I just applied for another job. I have an interview soon coming up, which is good. I don't know when I'm going to be dropping this, but if it drops after my interview, then I've already had it. So, Stop and Shop. I've been trying to get either a second job or a full-time job. It sucks because I had a full-time job doing like electric work. Like I was installing low voltage wire, and it paid a lot. It paid good for the time before COVID. I didn't like it because it wasn't very social. It had no social aspect. It was like I feel like I needed something with more people. I decided to stick away from the low voltage electrician job, whatever, and I got a job at Planet Fitness, which is a lower paying job. But it was super social. I actually really enjoyed it until I got fired and then had to get a job at Wendy's. Because no other job was hiring me, or would hire. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm black. I don't know. But I couldn't get another job, so quickest job was Wendy's. To keep paying for the, bills of the house. Paying bills for the house, like someone else should be. You know what I mean? They should be also paying bills. But instead, they have a business, or they've been trying to keep a business afloat for more than 20 years when the business has been failing for more than 20 years. Is it me, or is it just me that after 20 years of a failing business, maybe you should stop and try something else? Maybe 10 years. This has been more than... Since I was... My dad had a business... He had multiple businesses. That's the thing. He had multiple businesses that he was doing. He was getting into. An entrepreneur would I don't know what I'm saying. He was an entrepreneur. He had a business. He had an insurance business. He had real estate business. He had a couple of things going on. He did something. He had a liquor license, so he was doing something with that. This is before I was born. But he had a lot of stuff going on. when he passed away when I was 14, he left the insurance and real estate business to my family. My brothers were in insurance. Well, they try to get, at least my oldest brother was more into it at the time than my other brother, Mike. He didn't like it. The stories he was telling me were just, ugh, I didn't know how to work. I understand I don't want to work for him at all. He worked for my brother. So, like, the stories he was telling me, that how terrible he was to work with. I would hear all that stuff. But apparently, I don't know exactly, but maybe it was a dying wish from my dad to keep that business going. Maybe to help the family. I don't know, but it's been more than 20 years, and the business has gone through a couple of changes, like name, other people buying into it and stuff, and the name almost kept the name is almost the same, but it changed. So I see it no longer a family business, and no one wants to work with him because he's so rude and obnoxious that none of the family wants to work with him. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I can go on and on about this all day. Like, none of this makes sense. None of it. So he stays in the business, keeps it going, I guess, for at least 5 years after, like, okay. And then after that, it just went downhill. I remember he had a car, an Infiniti, that he ran into the ground. Like, he kept driving. It was a piece of garbage at the end of its life. Then, since he can't afford to get another car, he starts borrowing my mom's car, which was a Mercedes, which was a pretty nice Mercedes. She loved that car. I remember it. She just loved it. He ended up driving that to the ground. Then she got another car. He kept borrowing that until he drove that into the ground. That's no longer with us. Now, which is the even more annoying part, she has another car from her brother who's now passed away. He's driving that car into the ground now. I remember she said that, "This is my car. I finally have my own car." Yeah, she was so excited. And now my brother's taking that away. So not only that my brother's taken away everything in my life, he's starting to take away everything in her life. He's taking away all the energy that she's had by having her work for free. Pretty much slavery. My mom is a slave for this business. She should have retired 10 years ago. 15 years ago. I'm tired of it. So, this is what I've been dealing with. Try not to get emotional, but it's tough dealing with family. I wish no one would have to deal with this, because it's destroying a family. It's tough. Gotta cut. Oh, goodness. Yeah. It got real. So that's what's really happening in my life. So that was like a 12-minute rant of just me getting stuff off my chest. Yeah. I'm going to start doing this more. But anyways, man, I gotta tell you, One Piece though. I'm not gonna get into One Piece right now, but since the last episode of my last vlog, things have happened. Things have happened. Wow. Maybe in the next recording I will explain more. Maybe we'll go into artist. I mean, I can't cut. We're gonna go into. We'll not now, but we will get into One Piece World News. I'm having the hiccups right now, and I need coffee. Cut. And that's a wrap. That's the end of 24. Yeah. Story of my last couple days. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day. Peace out.